Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out the debut of a new girl group. This is GRATATA by Hot Issue. I've been seeing Hot Issue teased for a while. I haven't checked out any of their pre-debut stuff, but a lot of their stuff has been popping up in my YouTube suggested feed. So I know a handful of people wanted me to check this out, so we're going to. Now, if you want to support the channel, if you enjoy what we do, consider visiting us over on our Patreon. Link's going to be in the description. We've got live stage variety club, drama club, reality show reactions. We have a lot of fun bonus reactions to a bunch of extra content. So if you want to see like reaction content to like beyond just culture study music videos, consider visiting our Patreon. It's a great way to support the channel, and you get a bunch of content out of it as well. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. A free way to support us, of course, is to just hit the like button. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. It's a great way to do so. Anyways, let's check out this video. This is GRATATA by Hot Issue, and this is your form of therapy. I can already tell you I love the way this is produced and I love the way it's shot. In that regards, I'm already digging it. Not quite sold on the song yet, but we'll see. Okay. Editing's badass. Okay.
It's not about hustle. That's all. 앞으로를 예고하는 편 트레일러. 너를 태우는 boiler. Over. 게임은 끝났어. 조준은 다 됐어. 목표를 향해 방아쇠를 bring back. 이렇게 벌려놨지. 너의 맘을 여는 master key. 밤새도록 꾸게 될 거야. I'll make you dream of me. Dream of me. 아침부터 밤까지.
What a shift in tone for this pre-chorus. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh.
Nobody deserve you. 너니까 초대하는 거 비밀스런 너와 나만의 생각. I'm gonna shoot. You're gonna boom. We're gonna bang. I'm a sniper. I'm gonna shoot. You're gonna boom. We're gonna bang. I'm nowhere to run.
Ooh, okay. Wow. First of all, I think at the start of it, this was like a 4 because I was like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about this song, but it's kind of negative. And then it kept going. And then I listened to the chorus a second time. Well, I heard the second verse, and I was like, oh, okay. I actually really dig this. And I'm actually going to bump this up to like a solid 8 out of 10. This is a pretty sick debut. Mind you, it's like kind of all on the production side that I'm really vibing with this. I'm vibing with the song and the direction of the song. I'm vibing with the music video and how this music video was made. I do want to watch it again and kind of like pick apart the video a little bit, because this was almost a bad video. Like, it's a great video. This is a really, really well shot video. It was almost bad. And I think if it was like any other team, like, I don't know who shot this, but whoever shot this, they did a really good job, because they almost fell into the trappings that like every group is falling into right now. So we'll cover that in a little bit. But the song, I actually really like the song. You know, there's, you know, for many years on this channel, you know, I had this problem with Twice as well. Very early on, I had problem with talk singing, and talk singing is basically like singing without melody. I would say like, well, what's a portion in this song that was like that? No. Like this kind of stuff is like, it's not necessarily rapping, and it's not necessarily like singing either. It's like singing just without melody, or I don't know. Would it be considered rapping? I don't know. Regardless, like it's like, you know, I didn't like it for a long time, and I've you know, since then I've read a lot of articles and think pieces about the loss of melody in pop music, because it's not just K-pop that's doing this. It's just pop music as a whole. Like melody is kind of losing its like kind of popularity and vogue in singing, but especially now. But that's not to say there are no songs like that. There's plenty of songs like that, but it's a new trend that's popping up, or that's been popping up. Over the past few years, I've definitely got a lot more. I've grown into it, and then this year especially, I have just straight up accepted it. I'm like, dude, I cannot listen. Like, this is the future of K-pop music going forward, for sure. And so, dude, I cannot enjoy K-pop music if I just do not accept the fact that like this is a thing now. And so in the beginning, it was a little bit like, ooh, the talk singing, the rapping, or whatever they call it, is it's pretty jarring in this song. But then it carries over into the chorus. Now they do the typical thing where the pre-chorus is like, you know, it's a lot more melody driven and like it's softer in tone and stuff like that. But that chorus, that da 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 na 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 bang bang bang, or boom boom boom, or whatever, it's like just straight up nothing but like onomatopoeias or like buzzwords that they're using, and they carried that over into the chorus. And because of that, it doesn't just feel like they're just doing it in the verse. Like, it feels like the identity of this song. Like, I'm actually down with talk singing. I just think that like the mixture of like talk singing with like singing, and like the fact that we're like accepting it into like all music, that's kind of what I haven't been down with. I feel like talk singing works, you know, conditionally, like depending on the song, depending on the section. And I think this is the identity for the song. The whole talk singing, that poppy aspect, you know, this song, the lyrics and the singing here, it feels like jabs. It feels like they're punching you or they're shooting at you. The gratata. Gratata, by the way, doesn't, I believe it's also an onomatopoeia. It's not meant to be, I'm pretty sure it's not an actual word. I'm pretty sure they're emulating like a machine gun sound, like a ratatatatata. I feel like that's what the insinuation here is, but I could be wrong, of course. But as I said, I wanted to talk about the music video, so let's watch the music video. All right, let's start from the beginning. So this section is really nice. This section of the video, let's watch it again real quick. So this music video, a large part of it, they shot it in what I think is a white cyclorama, which is basically just a white backdrop, but it rounds out. You know, like how, you know, the infinity white rooms that you see, it's just a white wall and it's lit properly so that you blow out the shadows. So it has the effect of like this infinite scale. But what works here is what I think was a great use of their budget is like they shot this thing here. They shot this main dance section here, and there are other sections throughout the video where they also shoot and make use of the cyclorama. Like it's a repeated dance set, and it looks good. It looks good. But let's continue. I thought there was more. Like here, okay, yeah, I knew it. Okay, yeah. So they also they also shot some like solo glamour sections in here. Yeah, they also shot like this girl's close-ups here. First of all, love their color grading. It's not here when like the lighting is like super RGB heavy. But like here, this is a great look at their color grading. Look at that yellow. It just pops against that white. If they had done the K-pop version of color grading where they make something like a little desaturated or they try to bleach out the idol skins, this would look like such a flat image. And it happens a lot. So I really appreciate the coloring. I noticed like the blacks are just like a little bit extra rich. And just like the colors just pop and there's life in her skin. You can tell blood is flowing through her skin. So I'm a big fan of that. Also the editing. Oh my God. Like, look at this. Like it's almost like a superhero shot coming in like it's really cool. Like I think another thing that really helps this music video and this debut is this editor. Whoever edited this music video, whether it was the editor's choices or input, or if it was the director themselves, they actually make the girls look badass. Like people wanted me to check out this one girl group. I forget their name. Their debut song was produced by Shinsadong Tiger, which the song was kind of fine. I felt like their voices were like, I didn't make a reaction video for it because everything was kind of great, but it was very lacking for me in the sense that like I feel like Shinsadong made a very badass song in that song, but I felt like the execution wasn't badass and the girls felt very young, and I'm sure they are young, but also like they didn't like the music video and the way they presented that package didn't feel as badass. This here, like, you know, being badass is not just the idol's job, you know, it's all like they can try to look cool all they want, but like if the editing and the camera work doesn't support that, it's not going to look cool. And the camera work is really good here too, which I'll talk about it in a bit. Why is there like a fly? That girl's tone is really nice. GRATATA, it's a little raspy. See, I love like the series of shots right here. Just giving the camera work this handheld look to it, like this sway that you just saw in this sequence of shots. Like it almost felt like someone had to go like this, and maybe they did. You know, for me, it's hard to tell these days just because there's so much digital movement nowadays. But they gave this look, and it handheld camera work will always make stuff look more raw and edgy. And so it feeds into kind of like the badass nature of it. I love how this is lit too. I love like the really strong, harsh, just side key light. And then they just drowned the entire background in red. This is so cool.
밤새도록 꿈이 될 거야. I'll make you dream my.
Also, shooting in silhouette, the colors, again, choosing yellow. Also, they're shooting white on white, which that can be difficult, but they made it look cinematic and it's in a silhouette shot and it still looks good. It helps that they made the shadows a teal color.
Dream of me. 아침부터 밤까지 널 조준하고 있어. 도망갈 순 없어. Nowhere to run. I'm a sniper. Gratata. I'm gonna shoot, shoot, shoot. You're gonna boom, boom, boom. We're gonna bang, bang, bang. I'm a sniper. Gratata.
Okay, also this set. So this is what I want to talk about. A lot of K-pop groups are sort of falling into this trapping right now that I'm not enjoying is the industrial chrome look is for some reason just making big waves in K-pop right now. For the past couple years, I think maybe the past 2 years, more groups are doing like their music videos just like in like a warehouse looking setting. It's like the new, well, I mean, they're like not it's a warehouse looking setting, but it's not an actual warehouse. Like there was a time in K-pop when basically if companies couldn't afford music videos, they shot everything in a warehouse, and the warehouse just looks grungy and shitty. They're kind of updating it a little where they're still going for like an industrial look, but they're adding like more chrome stuff to it. But when you have like chrome stuff and when you are color grading, like here, the color grading here, they're just a little bit more pale than before. To make them pop, like stuff like lighting and like the color grading on the, what is this, the highlights, like right here, like if you notice, it's a little bit cyan, it's a little bit teal right here, so they look a little less flat. Also, they're wearing just colors that pop against it. And in this background too, they have this yellow little railing, and this section is lit red. The diversity in colors also makes this a much more interesting industrial look, rather than if it was all chrome, all silver, and like choosing cooler colors, like pairing it with blue, then it's just a cold video. They chose like, I guess brown would be the appropriate word, but they chose like this color scheme that this brown reddish tone will pop. And if they were in all black right now, they would also bleed more, and they would also kind of like not bleed, but they would also kind of just what's the right word, look more flat on the background. Like it just would not look like, I feel like they pop a lot in this video, and this is a song that pops a lot. And so I think in the music video aspect, they did a really good job of that too. That shot is dope. Editor, great job. This shot right here. Oh wow, it's over in like half a second. Like that, bah, like that's so cool. And that move too, like the hand behind this thing, like where have I seen that before? But that's really cool. It kind of reminds me maybe of EXO's Love Shot a little bit, but I love it.
GRATATA. Yeah, let me get you. 멀리서 들리는 whistle. It's not about hustle. That's all.
See, look at that camera work right there.
Let me get you. 멀리서 들리는.
See, that's so awesome.
GRATATA. Yeah, let me get you.
It's like the camera is moving along with them, but like not in like very obvious big movements, but even just like here in the subtle way. It starts at the top, but when they drop to the ground, the camera also drops to the ground and zooms in, pulls back a little, goes up a little. Stuff like this, like you can tell the team that I gotta applaud the video team here. Like I can tell the video team really worked hard here to choreograph really interesting camera movements that makes the choreo feel really alive. Problem with the industrial look K-pop music video that I've been having is I don't know what teams are shooting it, but they're shooting, like the teams that are shooting it, like some of them, not all of them, but some of them, it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like they just kind of phoned it in. Is that the word to say? Like, I don't know. I don't want to judge too harshly. Like, I know just as much as anyone else how actually fucking difficult it is to do. But, you know, I'm just appreciating how well this is executed. Yeah, see, this girl, her voice. I had no idea how to feel about this girl's voice. This girl's voice is very thin, very high, like sounds like I don't know, like who sounds like this? What kind of an animal or machine has this thin of a voice? I also love that move that like it's interesting. But I like her voice now, by the way. I just want to say. I couldn't place her voice, but I dig it. Whoa, the cut. I love this, like, I don't know if this was on purpose because no one else is making this expression. This girl in the center right here, the blonde, she's got this ferocity, this kind of like wild look in her face. But in this shot, in the shot previous, standard, normal, cute, pretty expression. She's also handling the pre-chorus section where it's a little bit slower and it's a little bit more beautiful, I guess. So like she was giving off like a more softer impression, and then they cut to that shot of her ferocity. Like I feel like at least the editing was intentional. They wanted to like have that kind of duality, but I wonder if that was part of like the facial acting for this, like they did intentionally, or if she just happened to during that take just be really into it and she gave like a really kind of crazy expression. Also, I gotta say, I gotta give a shout out to their company, like whoever their like trainers are. Their facial acting and their charisma and energy is really good. It's immediately like I can tell like they had fun shooting this, but their energy is like very in your face, not just because of the song. Like there are some groups when they debut, no matter how strong the song is, they necessarily don't have the energy, that kind of that X factor of like that punch that the group's charisma needs to bring. And that happens a lot with rookies because, you know, that kind of stuff is really hard to train and sometimes you just learn from experience. But these girls out the gate, I don't know if it's all of them, but I would say a handful of them are really, really, they have presence.
Nobody deserve you. 너니까 초대하는 걸 비밀스런 너와 나만의 생각. Gratata, I'm gonna shoot, shoot, shoot. You're gonna boom, boom, boom. We're gonna bang, bang, bang. I'm a sniper. Gratata, I'm gonna shoot, shoot, shoot. You're gonna boom, boom, boom. We're gonna bang, 나만의 생각. Nowhere to run.
That shot's so cool too. That slow-mo shot. Okay. I gotta know. This girl is either the center or she's the leader, because I feel like this girl has gotten the most camera time. I know nothing about this group, so I'm making a guess right now. This girl is the center / leader. I'll look it up while we watch the rest. so let's look him up. Hot Issue, a 7-member girl group under S2 Entertainment. Hot Issue apparently stands for Honest, Outstanding, Terrific Issue. Honest, Outstanding, Terrific Issue. What? Why did they acronym the HOTI but then not the shoe? So it's, oh, I guess it's, oh, I see. They didn't acronym the I. It's, oh, so the hot is an acronym. So it's Honest, Outstanding, and Terrific. Hot Issue. I mean, why does every K-pop company feel like they need to justify a name? Like, obviously, if you make something up, maybe, but also at the same time, you don't need to. Like group We I have no idea what We I stands for. I don't need to know. I'm down with the name. But something like Hot Issue, that's a thing, right? Like, oh, like this is a really hot issue right now, a hot button issue. Like, they're saying like, oh, we're really popular, or we're going to be popular. We're going to be the next hot issue, you know? Hot issue is a term that exists. I don't, like, they feel the need to, like, give a justification for every single name they come up with. But I really feel like Hot Issue didn't need one. Okay, shoot. I was gonna see if that girl was the center or not, but I'm looking at the photos and I can't tell which girl that was. I think that girl was either, I'm guessing between this Hyungshin, Meina, and Nahyun. It's one of them. I feel like it's one of them. Yeah, but I have no idea. Anyways, gosh. I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to bump up my score. Second watch through, 9 out of 10. It's not perfect. I don't know what would make it perfect, but I really loved this. This was a great debut. I dug it. Guys, so Hot Issue, GRATATA. What do you think? What's the vibe? Y'all like it? Well, if you had to give it a 10 out of score rating, how would you rate it? What'd you like about it? What did you not like about it? Is there something else you'd like to see more in the future? Like, I would love to see like a kind of like a display of vocals in the future, like a more vocally driven song in the future. But taking GRATATA for what it is, I think it's great. Conceptually, I think it works really well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out this video. You know, if you like this channel, if you want to help keep the lights on, consider visiting our Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/formatherapy, links in the description below, you can support the channel. We've got live stage reactions. We've got bonus like studio tune, that kind of stuff reactions, and listening parties. People really wanted our listening parties to come back. We can't really post them on YouTube for copyright and legal reasons. So we're just going to be doing them over on our Patreon. So if you want to support us, head on over there. Of course, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you want to check out a free way to help us out, go ahead and subscribe. Oh, well, subscribing is over here. Down here, you can hit the like button, comment, and check out our other videos over here. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.